Previously on Chasing That Money. We loaded up after a big rainstorm and had to postpone till the next day.
Till the morning. Alright, I'm gonna push you the rest of the way.
Here we are, day number 47 of racing in a row. And last night rained out. It seriously downpoured out here for an hour of just raindrops this big.
Huge.
And they were just flooded everything. The track worked for probably 3 hours trying to get the track dry, and the racing surface was pretty dry. The sides and the middle where the asphalt was just a little too wet, a little unsafe, so track staff decided, you know, it's not good enough to race on, and it was pretty late, and the sun, it was obviously, what, 10 o'clock maybe?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And just, the sun was not out helping them, and so here we are, Sunday. Going up for third round here in about an hour and a half, and gonna have to put the hot greasy track tune-up back in, but that's all right. Like we've talked, like this, the surface has changed up, down, left, right throughout this event, and just makes it tough on tuners, but I think we can work through it, and hopefully that is to our advantage.
So we got Zack Jones.
Zack Jones.
Right lane again.
Right lane again. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes.
What time are we supposed to be up there? Did they say?
No, they didn't say yet.
So, it's sunny and hot now.
Sunny and hot.
Muggy.
Yeah.
Sticky already.
Woo. It's wild.
So, we're going to see what happens though.
Yep, let's go.
All right. All right, so no one films you.
Oh no!
So now we're in with you. What do you think about today?
It's too hot.
Yeah.
Yesterday was bad enough. I'm glad it's not wet though, so
Yeah.
I'll take it.
We're gonna be able to race today.
Oh, we're gonna race today, one way or the
All
other. Okay, so yeah, you got this round. How you doing?
So, round 3 coming up. We've got Zack Jones. Really, really nice Camaro. LS based. I think it's twin turbo. You know, we've never raced before. Like I talked before, I'm pretty far east from where I live, so a lot of these guys, we know them, just never raced them. So a lot of unknowns of how fast some of these cars are, but we're racing the racetrack. It has changed dramatically from round 1, round 2 to today. So we're just using what we know. Sticking to it, no matter what.
Charles sneezes. You know what? Hey, what are you putting in that car?
like it's unfair if they didn't pick the right, they went down the right.
Well, they should have went whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Drag race here, two very, very fast cars pulling into the burnout box right now. All right, next pair just finished up the burnouts over in the left lane. Driving the first gen Camaro, that is going to be Zack Jones. Zack Jones there in that left lane. All right, Isaac Preston back there lining them up. But in the right lane, that's going to be Beaterbomb, Joey Heichel. Beaterbomb here in this right lane. Zack Jones versus Beaterbomb coming at you right now. Oh, that's a drag race, and it's Zack Jones. Zack Jones gets him on the top end. Nice job. That was a close race, but Zack Jones.
Well, we didn't make it past third round. Zack Jones got us by about a half car or so. You know, it was a really good race. Down low, we were neck and neck, and then this old
big block just had a little too much power in it and started blowing the tires off. But, you know, good race to him. They did a great job, and we're going to be heading home.
Crazy upsets in that last round. Right there, 3.
Yeah. Like we've talked, the track, lane to lane, round to round, pair to pair, has been just phenomenally different. We sit in the staging lanes and we see hired tuners run to go get their laptops, running back and forth after they check the track, and and overall the car did great, 60 foot 330, and just had a little too much in it up top.
You're not supposed to do burnouts out there.
Now
you're supposed to do those on the start, before the starting line.
Right. So, we had a great time. I think we had a good showing. Made some really good runs. That last one, just half a second slow, wasn't gonna cut it. So, it's no surprise that Zach was able to get us on the big end, and we'll check over the data, see what we can do different next time, and learn from here, because it ain't losing, it's learning.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was like, we didn't really lose today.
Nah.
You learned today.
Yeah,
so.
We did good.
But it's hot, the starting line's greasy. To be honest, I had me backing you up, I didn't think you would kick the tire out there.
No.
I was more stressed on the starting line, honestly.
Yeah, and it did good down low, and just had a little too much in it up top.
How many hours do we have to drive?
Yeah, 10-ish.
Sunday?
Yeah.
We gotta work in Topeka Monday.
So this is sacrifice, but we love it, right?
Wouldn't change it for anything.
All right, let's hit it. So now that I'm back home, obviously, had some time to look over the logs and stuff like that, we can see that traction control was working hard to even get this thing through the racetrack to the end. If you notice in the last GoPro video, you can hear the engine RPM going whoa, 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 whoa. And I had made some changes overnight to the traction control table because honestly, you're racing for $100 grand. Whether you think you're fast enough to cover the whole field, which I thought I was very close, you still want to try to get faster. And sometimes the changes you make you way slower. And this was a classic case of that. I'm always innovating, trying new things, and 50% of them work, 90% of them don't. But those times that they do work, you're accelerating to the top or gaining ET or, lowering your ET and getting faster. But if you're not trying, you're never going to get faster. So overall, like I said in the interview you guys just watched, we had a great time. We did good, in my opinion, and we're just going to continue trying to do better. That's all we can do. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the log, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, obviously, red is RPM. Yellow is timing. And as you can see, we were basically doomed from the start. Now, granted, this area is pulling an excessive amount of timing to even keep the tire under control. And I had made some changes to the traction control to be less aggressive, but it was spinning so much that it got into a different area that was pulling a lot of timing. So from here, I'm going to go back to where I was and have it not be so aggressive in this area, because overall I think that is causing it to spin, hook, spin, hook, spin, hook. And that is, that's pretty bad. It's never going to stop that. That's why the engine RPM is oscillating so bad. But even down low, you can see it was holding the engine back, basically from, 20 foot out or whatever. So, just like I said, we're learning. We're learning to be faster. We're learning to be better. And making mistakes is the only way you're going to do that. In my previous years, which is, 3, 4, 5 years ago, you guys used to see me just go out there and win every race. And I never really got faster because I didn't need to. I didn't need to work hard or anything like that. And so going to big races like this really makes you want to do better. Because, sure, we did really good going to the third round, down to 16 cars of the baddest cars in the nation. But, you always want to do better. So I'm going to keep looking over these logs and making some changes and get back out there. We'll see you guys on the next one.